Spartans! What is your profession? How? 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 What's poppin', people? It's Dante. Getting my morning walk started here in Philadelphia. Just starting off the day with some nice walking, marching, wearing the Vibram 5-finger ELX knit version shoes. Yeah, go Discoused. Picked up the Rogue plate carrier. This thing is freaking awesome. Ooh, look at this wabi sabi. The wear and tear. Irregular. Yo, shout out to Sean. Yo, who's the best street artist in the city of Philadelphia? Yeah, firstly, we have Dante, and then we have Sean. Is there such thing? Can one become the greatest street artist of all time? I'd say this awesome black and white photo I've made is probably one of the best pictures you'll ever see in your life. So yeah, so what is the idea of the day? Health is wealth, baby. Health is wealth. Health is everything. And so yeah, let's consider our physical bodies from the ground up. Oh, and by the way, this is 20 pounds 20 pounds in the front and 20 pounds in the back. Yeah, check it out. Just trolling around. So yeah, ooh, look, putt-putt. Putt-putt, dude, putt-putt is sick. I love putt-putt. This used to be so fun when I was a little kid. Look, it's Rocky. Look, I can be like Rocky. Let me make a photograph of Rocky. This will be the one. This will be the shot of the year. Can I win photography award of the year? We got to bring back the Wanamaker photography competition. Oh, so yeah, it looks like they got the fireworks for the Chinatown thing. And oh, look, Logan Square. What is that? The guy from like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something, like that actor. Yo, they got Logan Square. Yo, this is sick. This is so cool. They have all these like Philly spots in the putt-putt. What the hell? Yo, look, Fresh Prince. They got Will Smith, baby. Summertime. You know, the thing I like about Will Smith is how he's like, it's the summertime and girls are dressing less. Like he was like clean. Like he didn't like explicitly like describe the woman, but he was like in summertime, like what did Will Smith say? He's like, it's summertime and it's hot, so the girls are dressing less. Like whatever it's like, whatever he said, like whatever he said in the song was like a clean lyric. I don't know, like Will Smith, yeah, he had some fun music, maybe. What was it? Summertime, Miami, or something like. Yeah, I don't know. Getting jiggy with it. Yeah, those were some of the jams I remember listening to in the car. You know, my mom would always blast them, and you know, driving in the car. So yeah, just yeah, focusing on this notion today of health being wealth, right? What does this mean? Oh, I can't go that way. They've got a fence. Yeah, so yeah, let's consider the human being from the ground up. You know, we are bipedal, 2 legs, 2 feet. We even have 2 arms and 2 hands, and we stand upright with a spine. And wow, look at George Washington on horseback. Looks like I'm about to get caught in some rain. Hey, that would feel kind of nice. I'm pretty hot and sweaty. But yeah, so yeah, human beings, we stand upright, we stand tall. You know, we're designed to be standing, we're designed to be moving, we're designed to be outside. You know, for I believe to be outside is where humans thrive. However, when I'm inside, my soul, it slowly dies. And consider the body and decay. You know, consider the wear and tear of your muscles. consider the bones. You know, when you sit down and you compress your spine and you're sitting on your butt and you're sitting in a loser Tesla, yeah, you're gonna be feeling like your body is breaking down, or, you know, you're becoming tired. And, you know, maybe instead of, you know, buying the Tesla, we should just become the Tesla, right? Think of the Cybertruck, bulletproof. Yeah, maybe we got to go bulletproof with the vest. But yeah, I think that sitting down in a car for a half hour, commuting to then go sit down for another 8 hours in an office is the ultimate tragedy of man in this modern world. And yeah, perhaps to free yourself, free your mind, free your body. Yeah, this is something that we need to think about more, where we are not designed to be like zoo animals in a cage, but we are designed to be outside grazing freely and roaming. You know, the unfortunate truth is, I just saw in the newspaper yesterday, I picked up a newspaper from the ground. I like to rip out the headlines and make, I want to make collages in the future of all these funny things. Apparently, our mayor is really angry. So send everyone back to the office. You know, they had this like photo of her, you know, exclaiming for everyone to get, you know, get back in the office, everyone. You know, while there may be, you know, benefits to working in a team in an office and being in the physical flesh together, I think actually the more that we advance with technology, the less that we are going to need to operate this way. You know, just consider the iPhone, the AirPods, even the new Apple Vision Pro, which, you know, I think is kind of ridiculous. But these things are inevitable and will change the way in which we work. You know, where, you know, if I was boxed in an office and, you know, in one of these like Comcast towers, you know, and I had a task to do, you know, I could just be sitting there watching YouTube videos or playing a video game or something. It's like, if someone's at home, they're probably going to be doing that too. What's the difference if they're in an office? Yeah, there's nowhere left for man to conquer. You know, the whole world seems to be civilized and we're all perfectly domesticated. So yeah, maybe we can't be Alexander the Great, but yeah, maybe we can conquer in the realm of art. You know, just look at this beautiful Philadelphia Museum of Art. You know, if this was you know, if the city of Philadelphia was going to war or battle, yeah, this would certainly be the citadel. You know, like this would be the place where you'd find the soldiers gathering. Just check out the fortified wall. You know, this thing seems impenetrable. You know, this thing seems like it would be the base. This would be the bunker. It's kind of interesting thinking of it like this, but yeah, maybe maybe the realm of art is up for grabs. You know, the digital spaces are open to conquer, and yeah, maybe through photography we can conquer the world. And actually, considering Alexander the Great, you know, there's this funny story where he visits Athens and everybody in the city goes to visit him. You know, everyone's listening to him speak, you know, Alexander, oh, this world famous conqueror, you know, this warrior. However, there's one man who didn't go to visit him, Diogenes. This man is incredible, right? Diogenes just sort of laying out near his clay pot where he essentially lived like a homeless man, basking in the sunlight. You know, Alexander went looking for him as he had a very interesting reputation as a philosopher, and so he went to Diogenes and asked him if there's anything, you know, he can do for Diogenes. And, you know, Diogenes responded, yes, get out of my sunlight. And just think that's hilarious, you know. And as Alexander walked away, he responded, if I wasn't Alexander, I'd be Diogenes. I think it's really funny. It's a good story. And so, yeah, with the lesson there, you know, I believe that the simple pleasures in life, such as sunlight, relaxation, sort of just lying on your back, you know, maybe is more, maybe there's some health benefits to lying on your back as opposed to sitting on your spine, on your tailbone, on your butt. You know, maybe actually lying on your back and lounging is much more, it's just better for you. Yo, check out the beautiful sculpture here of Prometheus and the vulture, and or the eagle. Maybe this is an eagle or a vulture. And yeah, Prometheus in Greek mythology going to the gods, going to Mount Olympus to steal the fire, to give to humans, to allow them to advance and to create civilization, giving them fire, you know, allowing us to then create technology, tools, and yeah, just pretty interesting story. Because of him defying the gods, he was punished to have a vulture or an eagle eat his liver over and over again, as Prometheus is immortal, so he would be enduring all of this pain, you know, all this suffering over and over again, you know, and just lying there. And he wrestled with it, and Hercules came to save him as a part of one of his 12 labors. And actually, over here you have a lot of the different Greek gods up there. I think there's Zeus right there. And so yeah, it's pretty cool how they have Prometheus, some of the Greek gods and stuff up there. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, actually it's starting to rain. Let's go back. Let's go for the parkway walk. So yeah, maybe the goal is to live like Diogenes, you know, in this world of abundance, in this world of unlimited yummy food options, TV, computers, technology. You know, maybe we should just ignore the modern world, you know, ignore all of society's norms and expectations of you, and think more about your health, think more about your physical body, think more about strength, movement, walking, and the things that actually make you a human being. You know, the unfortunate truth is, as much as we advance with technology, you know, thinking of Prometheus giving us the fire, you know, perhaps we are becoming slaves to it. However, going forward, maybe we could make the technology our slaves instead. And so yeah, maybe we should not live like zoo animals, try to do our best to break free from all of these constraints and limitations. You know, would you sacrifice your health for your wealth, or would you rather consider this mindset of health being real wealth, right? Where you couldn't pay me $1 billion to sit in the top of that Comcast tower for 8 hours per day for 365 days per year, just for 1 year to make $1 billion. That's a year. It's a long time. It's like a lifetime. I think of every single day as a lifetime. You know, to sacrifice an entire year of just sitting down for some numbers to appear in a bank account seems like a bad deal to me. You know, I'd rather be like Diogenes, lying out on a freaking patch of grass somewhere, just chilling and enjoying the sun. What the hell are you toiling for? You know, we're kind of like these ants. Like, check out the cars going by, right? Ant number 1, ant number 2, ant number 3, ant number 4. You know, we're all just like ants going to the anthill. You know, stacking our grain on our backs. And you know, maybe as much as we are like these ants toiling, you know, we too are like the lion, we too are like the wolf. We are the apex predator, we are fierce, we are ferocious. You know, we have the capability of doing harm. You know, we are hard, but maybe the modern world makes us soft. And you know, as much as we are like the ants, we are like the birds, we are like these dancing birds in flight. You know, we have this childlike wonder within us that we kind of suppress. You know, maybe going forward we need to be more gay, more jolly, more happy, more playful. You know, don't take yourself so seriously. Actually, yesterday when I was lying underneath the eagle sculpture of the in the Wanamaker building, listening to the organ at 5:30, there was this guy from Georgia. Shout out to Ken. Yeah, Ken, if you're watching this, it's nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, he was like, what was he? He was like, he was like, are you homeless? Like, he thought I was homeless because of the way I was lying back on this eagle sculpture. I kind of just lie back and like chill, just like perfect little spot to lay underneath the sculpture, and I just chill there and listen to the organ every day. And he's like, are you homeless? It's like, no, man, no, I'm not homeless. You know, I'm just enjoying the organ every day. You know, I'm just living like a poor person, maybe. Because to me it seems like this is the ultimate way to be in this modern world. It really does seem like, you know, it's just funny, like if you just lay down and you're just like acting like slightly differently than like everyone else, you know, someone assumes you're homeless or, you know, strange or whatever it may be. And it's like, I don't know, maybe we just need more of that. Like, maybe we need more people just dancing in the streets and jumping around and, you know, just making jokes. And, you know, like there was some people yesterday I made a joke to, you know, they were like chatting or whatever, and I just like made a comment. I was just like joking, and they actually couldn't even like make eye contact with me. Like, they just kind of like just stared straight, and like they wouldn't even look at me. And I was just like laughing to myself because, you know, they wouldn't even like laugh, or they kind of like smiled or smirked, but they just felt super shy and bashful. And I don't know, maybe because we're so boxed up these days and so separated and isolated, and, you know, the world's becoming more digitized, it's just inevitable that we will become more shy, and maybe that's okay, you know. And it's just a bit unfortunate, you know, because I think we take life so seriously, right? It's like, I think life is too short to be serious. I mean, I get it, like, you grow up, you become an adult, you know, you have responsibilities, whatever. But it's like, you should just be fun and playful for the rest of your life. I mean, it's too short to just squander your time toiling or, you know, waiting until you're 65 years old to then, I don't know, do what for the next 10 years of your life? You know, there's something off. There's something strange about this way of life. Yeah, maybe it's the bureaucratic nature of things, and, you know, just all these silly systems we've put in place over the years. And yeah, I don't really know. But what I can say is, the more you put your focus on health and the stronger you become, you know, the deeper sleep you get, the more power you have, you know, the more meat you consume. You know, maybe this is the goal. It's for the human to evolve and to become physically stronger. But I believe that the physical strength we acquire over time should be used for virtuous things. It should be used for the creation of things, right? Think of art, think of sculpture, think of music, think of architecture. You know, the men of the past who constructed the Wanamaker building, City Hall, you know, these things amaze me. I actually passed through the City Hall tunnels recently, and this guy was super pissed off. He was like with his girlfriend, and he was walking, he was just really grumpy. He was like, this was all slave labor. You know, slaves built this. And I said to the guy, this was made by a diverse group of immigrants from Europe, you know? You know, this was made not by slaves at all. You know, it was made actually many years after the abolition of slavery, and it's like, I don't know, maybe the less we know of history, or just the way that we frame history, it just becomes a problem, you know? It's like, even when you visit Independence Hall in Philadelphia and you visit where George Washington's house was, the only thing that you really learn about it is that he had some slaves. You know, you learn about his slaves that he owned. It's like, okay, maybe this is why that guy thought that the City Hall building was made from slaves. But yeah, I don't know that slaves would build intricate sculptures and columns and all these things. You know, I think it was a dedicated group of men who sought to go upwards and to transcend this world through the creation of beautiful works of art. You know, where this municipal building, this largest municipal building in the city, you know, it stands the test of time. You know, it defies gravity and physics. Excelsior. I read this plaque in the Wanamaker building, Excelsior, to strive for greatness and excellence, to go upwards. You know, this motto in Latin for New York, you know, the state of New York. And, you know, it has me thinking about the goal of art, right? The goal of art is to strive upwards. And the creation of the Wanamaker building, City Hall, you know, this really tall ceiling, you know, this organ that's positioned at a high elevation where you have to look up at it. You know, you look upwards and you listen to the way that the music vibrates through the building. You know, it fuels your soul with vitality and power, and it uplifts the human spirit to a transcendental height. And to me, that's the ultimate goal of art. And to me, that's what is evoked when I look out at the beautiful masterpiece of City Hall standing so tall. And, you know, we have this Comcast tower now. Is this big glass thing with just some like beeping light on top. It just looks like a big vape. And, you know, now we smoke vapes and we're denying the body, and we're anxious about the future, and we're worried about monetary gains and losses. But, you know, what if you just let the chips fall as they may? What if you just forget about all of these superfluous things that are quite meaningless in the grand scheme of things, where health, time spent with family, and time spent outside are currently, in 2024, the ultimate luxury, where nothing else really matters. You know, all the distractions really do get in the way of what truly matters in life. And I think we're straying away from what it means to be human. I think we're straying away from our natural way, right? Where we're denying the body, we're denying our health for the pursuit of health. You know, it's kind of like we're a bunch of pigs running around in a mud pit chasing after that carrot on a stick, and there's like a hole on the other side of the mud pit, and you kind of just fall into the hole, you're buried back down into the ground, the worms will come and eat your decomposing body, and that's the cycle of life. But I think that there's more to this thing. You know, I think that there's more to do, more to see, more to experience, more to create. You know, I think we should remind ourselves that humans are creators first and foremost. I feel as though we are the creator. We are the ultimate creator. And we should create more and consume less. You know, just look around you. We're obviously eating too much. Listen to the chatter. We're obviously consuming so much junk. You know, all of the chatter of celebrity gossip, news, political boneheadedness. You know, it all becomes this funny thing, right? Where it's red versus blue, you know, black versus white, Biden versus Trump, Israel versus Palestine, Ukraine and Russia. It's like, can you focus yourself and center yourself and move away from all of this nonsense? You know, I think that the technology, the screens, the computers, the phones, the internet, you know, are mostly bad, right? As much good as it provides us, it's actually kind of bad, right? It's like the old saying, the old allegory of the cave from Plato, where, you know, the slaves in the cave, you know, they're shackled to the wall and they're having these shadows cast it upon it. You know, this is their truth, right? Where they're inside, they're in the darkness, but the light from the outside of the cave is casting these shadows of objects, you know, displayed on the cave wall that these slaves within it deem to be reality, deem to be the truth. However, to free yourself from the cave and to step outside into the light is the ultimate truth. You know, where perhaps the sun and the omnipotent power of it and the way in which it casts upon surfaces and gives shape and form to things, you know, the light displays the truth. And maybe we all need to step out of the cave into the sunlight and embrace truth and maybe speak the truth, you know, and to not censor yourself, you know, similar to that of Diogenes. And I think maybe there's a lot of wisdom that we can draw from, you know, these ancient allegories. You know, despite them being thousands of years ago, I believe that they are applicable to these, you know, to this modern world. I think it's interesting to think about and just contemplate, because yeah, the more you open your eyes and look around you, yeah, the more dystopian life seems, you know, where the prison cells are these shops within the mall and the worker within it is the prisoner, you know. And it's like you go into a mall and it's just so sterile, you know, all this shitty lighting and fluorescent lights and air conditioning, you know. We're just weakening our physical bodies for what? Why? For the pursuit of wealth? For the pursuit of fame? For the pursuit of material goods? You know, it reminds me of Aladdin and the Cave of Wonders, where Aladdin enters the cave and discovers the genie in the bottle. However, he's surrounded by all of this treasure, and if Aladdin were to pick a piece of the treasure, a piece of the gold, the diamonds, the rubies, he would be trapped in the cave forever. But he chose the lantern with the genie in the bottle. He chose omnipotent power, wisdom, knowledge. You know, for me, this is the ultimate good to strive towards, is these virtues of wisdom. And yeah, I think that there is a lesson in Aladdin's discovery of this genie in the bottle. You know, choose the genie in the bottle, ignore the buried treasures, and recognize that your health is real wealth.